Have you ever felt so awkward that you just want to crawl out of your skin and just not be part of that moment? So awkward that you're not crawling in your skin, you're crawling out of your skin. You get it? Because like, the song Crawling in My Skin and like, you wanna, oh, I'm leaving that one out, that was awful. Anyway guys, welcome to this week's video. I had a great time at Upload last week and the vlog seemed to go down pretty well as well. Before this video starts, I'd like to ask two things of you. First one is to comment dares for the next Tom Does Dares. I said a while ago that if I got a certain number of likes on the video then I'd do another one, and I did. We actually smashed it. The second thing kind of ties into that, and that is to comment down videos for me to react to. Soon I'm going to do a video where I just react to the weirdest things on the internet, so comment down below suggestions for me to react to. Part of the reason why I'm doing this is to stop people commenting reactions for Tom Does Dares, because last time it was pretty much all reactions. So this time I'm doing a separate video just full of reactions, so you can comment all of them there, and Tom Does Dares will be just dares. Anyway, let's get on with this video. Recently I've been asking for topics to talk about for a video, and someone, shout out to you, I can't remember your name, but they said to me on a forum to reenact, not reenact, to describe my most awkward moment. Now I have had a lot of awkward moments. I am an incredibly awkward person, so it was not very difficult to come up with my most awkward moment. So this story starts in a hotel next to Niagara Falls. I did a vlog from here. I didn't actually vlog like this bit because I didn't really want to ruin the moment because of how awkward it was. It was gloriously awkward. So in this hotel, there was a swimming pool. It was an incredibly hot day. It was about 35 degrees that day. So me and my sister, we went down to the pool to cool off after a day at the falls. That day was actually vlogged, but I'd stopped vlogging by this point. So when we got to the pool, it was quite small, so there were not that many people there, but there were a few groups of people. And one of them was this group of 4 girls, I think. And the moment I walked in, they all looked at me. They were looking at me in a bit of a weird way. And of course, I was wearing my swimming trunks, so I had my top off, and I was just in my trunks, so I felt quite exposed. I don't know why anyone would eye this up. I mean, like, look at me, there's a mirror just there, and yeah, I don't look that good, do I? Every time I'd look to them, they'd all cling onto each other and like do that weird thing that girls do when boys look at them. This video is gonna be so cringe, isn't it? God. So at this point, I felt incredibly exposed. At that moment, I felt more exposed than I did when Fighting Is Bad News roasted me. And that's saying something. So I went in the hot tub, and then I noticed that the moment I got in the hot tub, they got in the hot tub, and the moment I got out, they got out. I went to sit outside for a bit, dry off basically. They came out as well, and I was being followed around. So I was slightly relieved when I overheard one of their conversations, and they were speaking in Spanish. So I thought that this would make it a lot less awkward, but I was wrong. I was completely wrong. I was the most wrong you could ever be. One of them walked over to me, and they looked at me. And I looked back to them, and then they said hola, and I said hola, using my Spanish skills. And then they said something that I had no idea what they were saying, and I did the correct thing in this situation by saying I speak English, and they looked at me, and it was a good 10 seconds of awkward silence. That they all came over, they were all looking at me, they were all giggling at me. The cringe, God. Eventually they just went away because they realised that I really wasn't buying it. So this was on the border between Canada and the US, and I realised that they probably thought that I was American. It's not that surprising that they would think that, because I look like that. British people look like that. What I think was most likely is they were just looking for a nice American boy, really, and I think I'm just right. That didn't just happen. Jesus Christ. Oh no, I'm out. I got an amazing American accent, don't I? I'm just joking. I'm not American. I speak the Queen's English. God, what is this video even turning into? I don't know. So then we went back up to the room, and I thought that that was over. I thought that I was out of the awkwardness completely. I thought that was completely it, done. I'm pretty sure you listening to the story are probably thinking now, that was it? That was it? Wow, how boring. Wow, you've had a pretty happy life if that's your most awkward moment. Wow. I mean, if you're not interested, just click off the video now. If you're going to be one of those people typing in the comments saying, we don't care about you, then just click off now. Do me a favour. I still got the view from the short amount of time that you've watched this. So the next day, we were getting in a taxi and we were going to Buffalo Airport, and we were flying back to Boston to meet our cousins. As far as I was concerned, we were gone the next day. That was it. Those girls were just over. Normally, it would take a long time to go through the border, so we left plenty of time to catch our flight. We got there about 4 hours early, I think. And Buffalo Airport, you probably haven't heard of Buffalo Airport because it's really small. There was like one cafe there, one shop there, and where the planes were. That was literally the whole airport. I was really bored. After we were there for about an hour, we saw this family. We saw this family arrive, and you wouldn't believe who it was. You really wouldn't. It was the same girls at an airport 2 hours away. It was probably the nearest airport, but still, the chances. They could have literally been from anywhere in the world. But it gets worse. So then we were sitting down, I was on my iPad, they were looking at me again because I think they recognised me. I was looking at them, I pretty much just smiled at them, they smiled back. It wasn't as bad as it was because we knew that we didn't speak the language. So then it wasn't that bad. But the longer it went on, the more awkward it got, surprisingly enough. After about 2 hours of sitting in the same waiting room as them, we had an announcement come out. It sounded a little bit like this. Hello there, I'm incredibly sorry, but the 8 o'clock flight to Boston is delayed by about 2 hours. So then we were stuck there for another 2 hours. They kept on looking at me. I tried not to look back, but I just couldn't help it. Awkward, 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 awkward. Take a shot every time I say awkward in this video. We could see on the board the time that our flight was coming in, and each hour it just got later. 12 hours later, we were stuck at the same airport. I actually did end up sleeping next to them. So yeah, there's that. About 18 hours later, our plane finally came. It was about an hour's flight. We met up with our cousins a day late. It was horrific. Just horrific. This probably doesn't sound that bad to you. 18 hours. Sitting next to girls who speak another language and in the past have tried to speak to me in another language. Well, I should probably be a bit quiet because my dad is actually on a call, like an important call. So yeah, I'll be quiet for the rest of this. That's pretty much the end of this video, guys. Let's try to hit 16 likes on this video. That would be great if we can. Remember to comment down below videos for me to react to and dares for Tom Does Dares.